Our next subject will be Iroes, the successful CSR case. And we are here now to welcome the CSR and event manager of Kaizen Gaming, one of the fastest growing game tech companies in Europe, Mrs. Ioanna Kozadinou. Mrs. Kozadinou, hello, the stage is
Hello.
yours.
Hello, Mr. Linavros. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you on behalf of our company, and I personally would like to thank you for making us the good luck to all speakers. May I share a screen? Just give me a second.
Of course, feel free so.
Yes, of course. Okay, you see. Okay. So we're going to speak about Iroes, our CSR case. But before we do so, I would like to introduce you Kaizen Gaming, as it recently became our new corporate umbrella name for our brands Stihimont and Betano. We are the leading game tech company in Greece and one of the fastest growing in Europe. With an emphasis on technology and people, our goal is to continually improve our products and services to offer the best experience to those who trust us for their entertainment. But what about our brands and products? We are currently operating in 6 countries. Today, we operate in Greece and Cyprus under the Stihimont brand, and in Germany, Romania, Portugal, and Brazil under the international brand Betano. And we're working really, really hard to launch new markets. But what we offer, I assume many of the audience are not familiar with online gambling, so I will share some info about our products. Sportsbook, sports betting, live betting for the world's biggest competitions and tournaments, with hundreds of markets available for our members, and an in-house developed betting platform. Another product of ours is Casino. We offer a special online casino experience to our members, always within a safe gaming environment, video slots, live casino tables, or other types of games, along with the best providers in the world. Virtuals, a big range on virtual sports 24/7 with emphasis on providing highly localized products. Another product is Fantasy, long and short-term tournaments in partnership with an industry leader. And last but not least, esports. We offer a wide selection of options for this up-and-coming sports type. I'm sharing with you some facts about our company. We had, as you can see, more than 520,000 sporting events on offer last year, and more than 690,000 players in all markets. But what about our people? Today, we have more than 800 employees in all markets we operate. We are a company with people of 16 different nationalities, different starting points and culture, but we work all together as one team. Of these, 260 people work exclusively in the field of technology, while 30 have returned from abroad to work in Greece. CSR is part of our culture, and we always try to get our people involved in CSR activations, as we believe that both our people and society will benefit from such initiatives. But what is our CSR strategy? Corporate responsibility is an integral part of our business model right from the very beginning. Under this scope, we analyzed our areas of action to identify 3 key strategic pillars that address a series of critical points that require our attention and involvement. As you can see, technology and people, sustainment, and sports are our main strategic pillars. Technology and people. Why? At Kaizen, we believe that technology must be at the service of people to offer them the best possible experience. Hence, we passionately invest in creating our own technology that enable us to actualize our vision of delivering quality entertainment experiences, just the online betting platform that I mentioned earlier on Sportsbook product. Sustainment. Just as responsible gaming is a foundation for the development of our product offering, so safety in entertainment is the cornerstone of the development of our programs. In the context of our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we also promote and support educational activities that will not only broaden the participants' horizon, but will also reinforce the sense of responsibility and the ability to set healthy limits to everything that brings us joy. And let's move on to our last pillar, sports. We support all those who believe in their highest potential and strive for their best every day. All of us at Kaizen are loyal and passionate supporters of all that makes up sports. So what we do, we're implementing an extensive sponsorship plan for supporting the sports industry in Greece and abroad through sponsorship agreements with sports clubs, national teams, as well as individual athletes. But what is our CSR manifesto? Making positive impact. Iroes. To the heroes who made it, we support all the ambassadors who inspire and support those on their way. To the talented youth in technology and sports, we stand for the troubled youth, the young people who want to make the difference to their future. And we finally open a window of experiences and knowledge to our children, the heroes of future. Focus on disadvantaged and remote areas. How we do that, you'll find out in a while. So, since I presented you our CSR pillars, I would like to show you a part of our communication materials that showcase the way we work on every pillar and to what extent our people are involved. So let's see the video.
You just need to open your sounds.
I'm sorry?
We cannot hear you the sound of the video.
I'm sorry, I will share again my screen. I'm really, really sorry about that. Now you will hear it.
Λέγομαι Ioanna και δουλεύω ως business analyst στη Stichman. Έφυγα από την Ελλάδα το 2012 για να κάνω το μεταπτυχιακό μου στο Λονδίνο. Στο τέλος του μεταπτυχιακού βρήκα μια εξάμηνη πρακτική σε μια φαρμακευτική στο Παρίσι. Εκεί εμφανίστηκε και η ευκαιρία να δουλέψω μετέπειτα σε μια συμβουλευτική για τα επόμενα 4 χρόνια. Συνολικά ήμουν στο Παρίσι 5 χρόνια. Από την αρχή σκεφτόμουν να γυρίσω πίσω. Αυτό που με άγχωνε είναι ότι ίσως δεν έβρισκα κάτι να με καλύπτει επαγγελματικά σε σχέση με τα στάνταρ που είχα συνηθίσει να έχω στο Παρίσι. Όταν τελικά αποφάσισα να κάνω αιτήσεις, εμφανίστηκε στο LinkedIn η θέση του Business Analyst για τη Stichman. Όταν το διάβασα μου φάνηκε πολύ καλό για να είναι αληθινό, γιατί τα στάνταρ ήταν όντως ευρωπαϊκά και μου έκανε εντύπωση που μια εταιρεία αποφάσισε να κάνει κάτι τέτοιο in-house. Μου φάνηκε αρκετά όριμο και έτσι έκανα την αίτηση. Τελικά έχω την ευκαιρία να κάνω αυτό που ήθελα εδώ και μάλιστα διαμόρφωσα και το ρόλο έτσι όπως ήθελα μέσα στην εταιρεία. Εάν δεν ήμουν ευχαριστημένη με αυτό που κάνω και με την εταιρεία θα έφευγα, αλλά και το περιβάλλον και ο ρόλος συνεχίζουν να με κερδίζουν καθημερινά.
So, try this at home. We have created a solid, fully targeted relocation package for all those bright minds that already made the life choice of moving abroad, but are interested in sharing our vision, that of pursuing their dreams and thriving in their very own country. We aspire to curb the brain drain in Greece with this initiative. So I'm trying to fully attract your attention here, so I would like you to see another one video. As you can see, we focus on people. So the gamers, our corporate volunteer team of 200 people and counting, are here with an innovative approach to volunteering activities concerning people, technology, responsible gaming, and of course, sports. From simple tasks with social impact to CSR strategy setting and initiatives planning, this employee volunteering group adds a name to the game, as we say internally. So let's go on to the second pillar, sustainment, and I'm going to speak about the responsible gaming. At Kaizen, responsible gaming is our most valued principle that we hold at the core of our operations. Actually, we understand that the product we provide is exciting and makes for a great pastime activity. We also understand that the risk that is associated with immoderate gambling and therefore encourages a transparent, responsible activity environment for our valued customers. Highly advanced and innovative tools are used, making sure that our customers benefit from a safe and secure gaming experience. And we also run a responsible gaming campaign in Greece, Romania, Portugal, and Germany. And we often use it in high traffic periods to remind our customers of importance of responsible gaming. Have a look, please.
What makes a player really good? Is it knowing the conditions of the game? Or anything that could affect the performance of the big scorer? Is it a matter of being always informed about the ins and outs? Maybe the most important factor is having luck by his side. Should he be an expert in statistical analysis? Or should he be able to predict the future? Brazil. Actually, the secret is not knowing what to bet, but when to stop. Enjoy the game. Play responsibly. Betano.com.
So let's move on to most awarded program of our, let's move on to sports, actually, the third pillar of our CSR strategy. At Steichimon, we loyally support athletes in sports since the very beginning. We support those who walk the extra mile, who stand out for their achievements, who speak with their actions and prove that goals and dreams can come true. We stand by those who have the passion and make it happen. Those people who make a difference and give the greatest example of what it means to be both a dreamer and a doer. For this reason, at Kaizen, we have created a sponsorship program which is addressed to sport institutions, clubs, national teams, as well as individual athletes across all countries of operation. And one of our criteria of our sponsorships is to always be able to join forces with our sponsored athletes and teams to make social activations together, leaving our social footprint in society. As you can see, Steichimon Tokyo team below is the most representative example, embodying our vision for Greece to have a louder voice in the global sports arena. We support 17 athletes who strive to succeed in the Olympics of 2021, if COVID restrictions allowed. So let's now move on to MCqueeros, and I would like you to see our very first spot of our program, and then I will tell you some details about that.
Τους λέμε μικρούς, όμως είναι πιο μεγάλοι από εμάς. Δεν είναι συνηθισμένα παιδιά. Είναι ήρωες. Αυτούς τους μικρούς ήρωες από ακριτικές περιοχές της χώρας στήριξε και στηρίζει η Στeichimon με το πρόγραμμα Μικροί Ήρωες. Και αυτό είναι μόνο η αρχή.
Falling
Μικροί ήρωες. Ένα πρόγραμμα εταιρικής κοινωνικής ευθύνης της Στίχημαν.
So, MCqueeros, what is the scope? What is the mission of this program? We are at the third part of our CSR Manifesto. We open a window of experiences and knowledge to the heroes of tomorrow. Who those who are not familiar with the word MCqueeros means young heroes in English, to help you understand. MCqueeros program is divided in 3 pillars, as you can see: MCqueeros Learn, MCqueeros Travel, and MCqueeros for Greece. But let's see in detail what these pillars stand for. I will begin with MCqueeros Travel, since we saw our first TV spot. MCqueeros Travel is specially made for children who live far away from cities. More than 90 students, along with their teachers and parents, of course, have traveled all the way to Athens for a 3-day trip filled with educational and lots of fun activities from the remote areas that they live. MCqueeros Learn, we created an online platform on our website, and we offer educational programs to primary school children for free. Our aim is to offer them the chance to meet new people, discover new ways of learning, come up with fresh ideas, and develop creative thoughts that will enhance their skills. Actually, this program started in 2017 in Athens and Thessaloniki, and has now been expanded to all over Greece, and we are keeping on. And last pillar of our program is MCqueeros for Greece. And what we do, we have joined forces with NGOs, Hope Genesis and Syplevsis. And what these NGOs stand for. Hope Genesis is a Greek non-profit company operating in the health and social welfare sector, which aspires to reverse the trend of declining birth rates in Greece. But what Steichiman did, we adopted 10 remote islands, fully covering the needs of women who live there from the first weeks of their pregnancy to the day they give birth. And we also run a 360 campaign to raise awareness for the low birth in Greece. But what about Syplevsis? Entirely volunteer-based, Syplevsis is an NGO that organizes trips and activities throughout the year to offer its maximum support to the remote and isolated islands, primarily through medical assistance. Since 2018, we have traveled with the NGO Syplevsis to these islands to support through infrastructure projects and educational equipment for the local communities. Just for the record, we have renovated a basketball court at the Lipsi Island. We installed the first 2 pillars at Iraklia Port to ensure that water and power are available to the boat. Inaugurated a multi-purpose court rebuilt in Sikinos Island. Stay tuned because we will travel also this year with Syplevsis. And before we move on, I would like to point out about communication materials. You can imagine that communicating is also a very important aspect. And who would be better to communicate it than exceptional athletes, well known to all of us in Greece, the heroes of today. So we chose our ambassadors based in their moral sense, based on their ethics and values, as we would like to be sure that they represent what our program and what our values stand for. So we chose athletes as the ambassadors of our programs. And these are Lefteris Petrounias, Vasiliki Milousi, the famous basketball player Dimitris Giamantidis, and the Olympic medalist Spyros Gianniotis. So I am now sharing with you some initiatives in numbers. More than 35,000 children have benefited from our program. More than 90 children from remote and isolated areas visited Athens. 88% of the children visited a museum for the first time, and 84% of the children traveled to Athens for the first time. And as for our synergy with Hope Genesis NGO, we have welcomed 35 young heroes from islands with no births the previous years. Finally, the outbreak of COVID emerged unexpectedly and totally changed our everyday life. Our company saw these reflexes and adapted its actions and communications accordingly. And what we did in Greece. The MCqueeros Learn program was fully adapted to the new reality, supporting education in the safety of our homes. MCqueeros Learn from Home is here. Since classes and educational trips have ceased due to the global pandemic, everyday reality requires a different approach to learning. So we offered online educational programs for free. And as for the TV spot Mia Ομάδα, meaning one team, I would like you to watch it, and then I'll come back with some details.
Τελικά, αυτό που μας κάνει να ξεχωρίζουμε δεν είναι ότι ξέρουμε να κερδίζουμε. Είναι ότι ξέρουμε να κερδίζουμε στα δύσκολα. Είναι σαν εκεί που θα περίμενες να λυγίσουμε, εμείς να γινόμαστε πιο δυνατοί. Να θυμίζουμε έστω και για λίγο ήρωες. Ήρωες που δείχνουν πόσα μπορούν να κάνουν οι άνθρωποι όταν είναι ενωμένοι. Τον πιο μεγάλο αγώνα τον κερδίζουμε όλοι μαζί, σαν μία ομάδα.
Actually, our message revolves around the recognition and respect that the public has for athletes. But now the roles are reversed. Our athletes are presenting their everyday environment away from their usual fields of glory. And they're also part of the whole and participants in the collective effort of the entire country. They actually reciprocate the applause that they have received all these years toward the public, acknowledging their efforts during these difficult times and acting as one team. In our TVC Mia Ομάδα, one team, we're all heroes. So that's all from me about our Iroes CSR case. And I would like you to know that if you would like to find out more about our corporate identity or CSR program or sponsorship programs, you can visit our CSR online dedicated CSR platform, iroes.gr. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Kozadinou. Thank you so much for your presentation. We will now move on to our audience questions. Don't forget to send your questions at the Q&A session that we have under our speaker, Mrs. Kozadinou. So Nikos from our social media team has already collected some of them, but people are also sending more. We will start with our friend here. Konstantinos says, how important is for a betting company to create non-betting or athletic events and content, and how these events and content can help the brand recognition of the company and the reputation of the brand? Because many times, especially in Greece, the gambling industry doesn't have good reputation, something that I believe that Stichiman changed in Greece. And of course, he thanks you for your speech.
Thank you, Konstantinos. That's a great question, actually. This is the reason why we built our CSR strategy. Since gambling is not so famous there's not a blank page in our Greek society. We would like to build our corporate image, our corporate identity based on our CSR strategy. But also, it's part of CSR is part of our culture. We always want to leave our social footprint in society and cover real needs with our actions. And since we are always offering sports bettings, we realize, we identify the need of supporting our athletes to succeed and to support children and to educate them so as to be responsible citizens the days of tomorrow.
Understand. We move on to our next question that says, how important is it for sports brands to follow the example of the Heroes initiative and give back to society?
How easy? It's really easy because our ambassadors are athletes, and athletes strive for every day for their goals and to be better and to be their heroes of tomorrow, as our CSR Manifesto says, and inspire children, the heroes of tomorrow. So any sports brand could actually associate with Iroes and let their ambassadors, their athletes, assist and communicate it in a proper way what Iroes case stand for and what our company stand for. Support the heroes of today, inspire the heroes of tomorrow.
It's a nice motto. So, our next question. How is the Heroes CSR campaign different when compared to other less effective campaigns?
When compared, there is great difference here. I shared with you some facts, initiatives in numbers. Iroes has a great impact in society, especially, as I mentioned earlier, in remote areas. And I will share with you an example to show you the extent of the effects that this program has. MCqueeros Travel, as I mentioned earlier, is a program where we welcome students from isolated and remote islands. What Iroes program does, it's to fully cover needs, okay, true needs, real needs, I'm sorry. So we welcomed Panagiotis from Marquis Islands. He was and he is the only student and the only kid in the island. And he is, and he will probably be, the only citizen of Marquis Island that have ever visited Athens and ever saw Acropolis, Museum of Acropolis, and any other educational program. So, and Stichiman and MCqueeros and Heroes gave him this opportunity. So we actually have a real social impact.
It was a good example. So we move on to our next question. Anastasios is asking, during the times of a pandemic, how important is it for your campaign to support even more people, and how will you attempt to achieve that?
If you under Anastasis made this question, okay. If you under our KaizenGaming.com site, Anastasis, and enter our page Actions Against COVID, you will realize that we have we have taken a series of action as we are firm believers in giving back to community. Our company donated 250,000 masks to the national health system to provide, so as this is because we would like to provide our assistance to our society at the first wave of the pandemic. And in September, we actually donated 6 portable, I cannot find the word, excuse me. I will find
portable?
it. Meth. I cannot remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Understand.
I will find it. I'm sorry. And I will give it to you. Really, really sorry about that. It's a medical.
So no problem about that. The units?
Units, okay, medical units. Yeah. So thank you for this. So we donated 6 portable units to help doctors and help people to fight against COVID. We also took actions in Cyprus, in Portugal, in Romania, and this is how we show how important it is for us to bring back society, to support the few that make a difference. A lot of lives can be improved.
Anastasios says, "Hi Ioanna, thank you for your very insightful presentation and congratulations for your actions as a company. You mentioned before about your aim to make impact. What methods do you use to measure impact, considering that CSR impact is not usually measurable?"
Apart from the KPIs all companies use, I'm sure Anastasios and all of the audience are aware of, we seek to find the true social impact when we visited remote islands and see the effect, realize the effect of our projects, of our equipment, the equipment that we offered to remote islands. We see the true social impact. We realize the effect from some requests that we receive all over season. As you realize, parents are really keen on looking for opportunities for their children. So throughout the year, we constantly receive requests for offering more educational programs and more activities in big cities and also remote islands. So through our website Iroes and the visitors we have and the requests we also have, and all the children that were associated and benefited from our programs. This is some KPIs that we use to measure our program.
Understood. Alexis comes next and he says, first of all, congratulations for your presentation. Which do you think are the best pre and postgraduate studies for a job such as a trader or sportsbook integrity analyst in a betting company?
That is the difficult question, actually.
Educational.
Educational. And if I may, I'm not sure about what to answer in this question. I really apologize. And if you would share a message with me, if you send me a message, that I will come back to you when I will ask someone of our traders.
So Alexis, you got your answer. We
Yes.
will come back to you. One more question that I have is about, let's see. How important is for a betting company to create non-betting or athletic events and content, and how these events and content can help the brand recognition of the company and the reputation of the brand? Because many times, especially in Greece, the gambling industry doesn't have good reputation.
Yes, I think we answered it.
Yeah.
I think we answered this question back.
Apologies.
It's okay.
Let me see the chat. We have another question. One more, I think. Yes. During the times of a pandemic, how important is it for your campaign to support even more people? How will you attempt to achieve that?
I'm sorry to tell you that we also answered these questions because
This was the final question that we
I'm
received.
sorry. Then could you please repeat the question due to the time of pandemic? Course. Okay.
During the pandemic. Just a quick refuse. How will you attempt to achieve to support even more people is the question.
Okay. First of all, I would like to mention our people, because I mentioned earlier what we brought back to society, and I didn't mention about our people, how we helped our people, our fellow Kaizeners. because every company is responsible for taking care of their people. So when since the outbreak of a pandemic emerged our life, our company helped our people. How we immediately turned to remote. We helped our people to work from home immediately. So after that, we started an engagement plan so as to keep all our employees as one team whenever they are. We were very careful of how they felt during lockdown. We offered them some fun activities. We offered them support lines. We offered them updates and communications. And why I'm saying all this? Because by supporting, as I mentioned earlier, the few that make a difference, you support more and more. A lot of lives can be improved. And since our company, for our company, our people is top priority, then comes the society. So we managed to assist our people, to support our people and support society through actions in different ways. We tried to keep our team as one team whenever they are. We supported them by providing them the equipment they need and the good mood they should be in, so as to be productive but also happy, locked in their houses. But we also provided assistance in the society through our actions in Greece, in Romania, in Cyprus, and Portugal. This is how we help people.
Perfect. So that's all for now. We would like to thank you so much for
I
having
would
you
also like to
on
thank
our
you.
conference.
Thank you very much.
We hope every success to you and your company, and we
You
would love
too.
to talk again soon.
Thank you and congratulations. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Mrs. Kozadinou.